Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Krytos here, and this is going to be my second weekly English cast, so I hope you will enjoy it. It'll be a game between Minigun right down here on the right position, and on the top left we're going to have mouzHasu ops spawning as mouse sports, and of course Minigun changed the teams from root-minigun to coLminigun. Col is, of course, for complexity gaming. And yeah, let's just see how if that team change actually kind of influences this gameplay. Yeah, maybe they're just having a better management over there or something like that. We'll have to see. But mouzHasu ops, of course, a very, very good player. Is, of course, a German player. And let's see how he's going to be playing on this map here. Of course, it's going to be Shakura's Plateau. For all of you who don't know, the only positions you can spawn in on Shakura's Plateau are for one, close air positions, and for second, close, what I'm talking about, of course, I mean, cross positions. Because you can't spawn in close positions, just look at the distance right here. From both expansions, it's only like, that's practically it. There's not much space between those two. So the thing about it is that you can't spawn in those positions. And yeah, let's just see how they're going to be playing. We see both of them starting to get their gateway and their assimilator at approximately the same time. And now going to be going for some scouting. As we can see, mouzHasu ops is going to be scouting in the right position right from the start. Question is if Minigun has the same luck or not. As it seems he does not have the same luck. He's going to be scouting the close air positions first. I mean, of course, it's a good idea to scout the close air positions first because of cheese play like Stargates or something like that. Of course, on close air positions it's always a possibility to see a Stargate or maybe even two, and to see a fast void ray, and that's something that people actually have a lot of problems dealing with, especially third players, but even protos. If they go for a sentry heavy expand build, for example, I mean, sentries can shoot air, but they aren't really good at it. I mean, they don't do a lot of damage to anything practically. The only thing sentries are really good for is force fields and of course the guardian shield. So they've got a big problem if you come in with 2 or 3 void rays and like 2 or 3 phoenix to lift the sentries even. So yeah, that's the thing you always have to watch out for. As we can see, warp gate attack is getting started by both players right now. And yeah, it seems like, well, at least I think they will both go for a fast expansion right here. We can see the forward pylon here from mouzHasu ops. You can, for one, build things right here, so you already get your wall inside, and of course you can warp down on the low ground. And it's just the most standard play for Shakura's Plateau to get your fast expansion up, so you can concentrate on macroing and just overwhelming your opponent with lots of units. So we see the robotics facility going down really early from Minigun right here. He's getting it off of one gate. That's pretty unusual. Usually you'll see it after the second gate. So he's going to be going for a really, really fast robotics tech right here. I'm probably going to go for one base Colossi and then gonna expand in. Yeah, so that's probably what it's going to be, because getting a robotics facility so early, or just wants to get that scouting information yeah, practically so early as possible. And as you could see, he even got the waypoint over there. And well, actually, mouzHasu ops isn't doing something that different. He also gets this robotics facility right after the first gate, but the difference is that he throws down another gateway with that right away. Minigun didn't do that. He actually got his gateway a lot later than his robotics facility, and that force field is really nice. He'll be able to split the stalkers, and he'll be able to kill that one, and the 2 others won't be able to do any sorts of damage for the first part of that attack. And now he's actually in the base with both stalkers, probably going to snipe that sentry even. The immortal is out, and will be able to save that base, but the sentry does go down. Now another warp in for 2 other stalkers, and this stalker will go down as well. So that was actually pretty good here for mouzHasu ops. He lost 3 stalkers, but Minigun lost 2 stalkers and a sentry. And sentries, of course, you want to keep them till the end of the game, so the energy can build up on those force shields, and that's a pretty important thing to have. Well, as you can see, both are going for the robotics bay right now. Here's the one from mouzHasu Ops, and of course here we got one from Minigun. So they both are going to go for kind of one base Colossi play. Question is if they will expand after that. They both got 3 gates, and 3 gates plus Colossi is pretty hard to actually get money for it from one base. So I'm pretty sure they are going to expand soon. As we can see, the money is raising quite high for both of the players, so I think we'll be able to see expansion pretty fast right now. Of course, it can also be that they're just waiting for the money to get high enough to get their Colossi out, and we can see that for mouzHasu Ops, but he's still got enough money to get his expansion, and I think that's exactly what he's going to be doing right now. And yeah, here we can see the Nexus is started right now, but on the side of Minigun we don't have anything like that starting right now. He still has a warp gate that's not been warped into a gate. Oh, of course, because it's not finished. Duh. No, but anyway, so... No, something's wrong right here. Did you just start a 4th one? Oh yeah, he did. So, he's going for 4 gates and a robotics facility off of 1 base. Doesn't have a 2nd base started yet. I mean, he's got some minerals, but he isn't doing anything with them. So, I'm quite surprised right here that he's going for 4 gates and a robotics facility off of 1 base. But I think he's going to be going for his expansion right now, or else I don't know why he's pulling that drone, that probe down there. Or not. Really interesting play right here from Minigun, to be honest. I'm not quite sure what he's thinking to himself, but it's pretty unorthodox, to be honest, because usually you'll get your army and you'll go for expansion as soon as possible, so you'll be able to have enough income to support those facilities. And I mean, especially if you go for 4 warp gates and a robotics facility, you'll pretty much need an expansion as soon as you can get one. And that's a problem right here, because as we can see, he doesn't have an expansion. On the opposite, mouzHasu Ops has his expansion up and running and is going to be transferring his probes right now, and I'm quite sure he'll be adding on some more gateways in a second or so. And it seems like Minigun is actually going for sort of all in on off of 1 base with his Colossi attack. His extended thermal lens actually did finish just now. He's got that range of 9 now. The one of mouzSports will be finished in a second or so. But just let's take a look at the army supply. As you can see, it's only 38 for mouzHasu Ops, but 49 for Minigun. But we can see that mouzHasu Ops has got the worker advantage, 32 to 29. And he does have that expansion up and running. So if you'll just be waiting for a second, he'll have the bigger army, and of course he does have 2 Colossi out right now, so that's a huge advantage. But the second one for Minigun is approaching right here, and he'll be able to morph in more zealots right there. So mouzHasu Ops will be retreating right now. He'll be waiting for the attack of Minigun and will be positioning his Colossi so they do the maximum effect of damage, and that's exactly what we see happening right here. Those 2 Colossi being very, very brave and going into the front, trying to attack the army of mouzHasu Ops, but mouzHasu Ops has got his whole army together on the spot, and he's got 3 Colossus out right now. And of course we see the Nexus going down from Minigun right now. In my opinion, it's still a bit late. And he's supply blocked even right now, so he won't be able to warp in anything for the next few seconds. And if we just take a look at it, he isn't able to warp in anything anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. That's the problem here right now. Minigun has so much zealots, they're just bringing the hurt to those Colossi, especially with the help of that Immortal in the back as well. So he's got a really big advantage right now. I'm not quite sure why he isn't pushing here. He's got 3 Colossi out, only 2 for mouzHasu Ops right now. mouzHasu Ops is warping in more zealots, but I'm not quite sure if it will be enough for him. Of course, this Colossi is hurt very badly, but that one is as well. So the thing is just that Minigun has so much zealots, it's just insane. I think he'll be able to break mouzHasu Ops pretty fast right here. If he just goes for the push, it's 9 zealots, contrary to the 6 for mouzHasu Ops, and 3 Colossi in opposition to 1. So it looks really, really good for Minigun right here. Just take a look at the army tab, 54 for Minigun and only 41 for mouzHasu Ops. So I'm quite sure that Minigun will be able to win the fight if he just pushes right now, and if he'll try and attack mouzHasu Ops. mouzHasu Ops does have 2 Colossi out right now, but of course it's nothing in comparison to the 3 of minigun right here. Of course, none of them do have any upgrades, as we can see. They're both at 0-0. So it will just depend on who has the bigger army and who has a more sophisticated micro right here, who will be able to control the army better than the opponent. And mouzHasu is being really stubborn right here, trying to do as much damage as he is able to with his 2 colossi, his third one spawning right now. But the problem is, if he pokes too much and if he gets too blunt with his colossi, it will just backfire and minigun will be able to destroy his army, and that's actually what we're seeing right now. Minigun is just attacking, and there's no way that mouzHasu Ops can actually counter this, in my opinion, even pulling off the probes right now. And even if he's able to survive this attack, the probes will just get roasted away. And I'm pretty uncertain why minigun just went for a fallback right here. He could have attacked and could have won that, I'm pretty sure about it. But he's just saying, okay, I'll wait for my another Colossus and I'll attack after that, and I'll get the win for sure then. And that's actually what we're seeing right now. So he is attacking with 5 Colossi, and mouzHasu Ops only has 2. He even lost all of his ground supporting units, so he's only got 1 Stalker out right now, warping in another one. But there is no way that mouzHasu Ops can actually stop this attack. I mean, the supply count is pretty even, but I think it's mostly to the probes of mouzHasu Ops, as we can see, 45 to 38.6. If we just take a look at the army supply, 38 to 11. So there's no way that mouzHasu Ops will be able to get back into this game. He's just getting demolished right now from the attack of minigun right here. Only 2 Stalkers left to defend, and now we see the G, probably meant for GG. And yeah, so there are 2 games left. It's going to be a best of 3, so yeah, just wait for them. I'm going to be uploading them in German, so this is just a weekly English cast. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in a bit.